Okay, please remain standing for the singer of our national anthem. Choir students. Please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Kyle Huffman, principal of Triad High School, and on behalf of the Triad Board of Education, Superintendent Vicki Hoffman, and the faculty of Triad Local Schools, I would like to welcome you to Triad High School's 66th commencement program for the class of 2021. At this time, I'd like to recognize the members of the graduation committee that planned today's program. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all 6 have been recognized. Class President Cole Eggleston, Class Vice President Devin Butts, Trista Boggs, Vendalyn Culp, Addie Ross, and Rylan Smiles. Please give them a round of applause. At this time, the band will perform for us.
This isn't intimidating at all, just so you know. Good afternoon. First, I want to thank the Student Graduation Committee for inviting me to speak today. Although I recognize and acknowledge what an honor this is, I also need to acknowledge the fear and anxiety I had going into this. First, my own daughter is a graduate in the audience today, and secondly, I do not enjoy public speaking. However, I thought about the students who asked me to do this, and I thought about all of the words of encouragement I've spoken to students over the last 21 years. How I've tried to guide them, help them to be brave, knowing because of my experience that they would be better for doing so. How could I not give this address? So I stand here before you, fear in hand, and emotions not quite under control, and I hope that I'm able to show you that you too can be scared, have reservations, get nervous, and do it anyway. So my name is Mrs. Campbell, and 13 years ago, a sweet little group of kindergartners walked through my door and into my heart. I want to share a few stories about them today. Our kindergarten class consisted of Vendolin, who from day one was full of personality and wit, Clinton, who was so smart and sweet, Tabitha, my little helper, Haley, with the most beautiful curls, Batai was already a competitor and loved sports, Hannah and Addie loved to dance and cheer at recess, Jalen, my special buddy, who argued with his mother over my age because if Mrs. Campbell says she's 21, then she's 21. I have a confession, Jay. I was about 32. Sorry. Cole, who brought bacon to lunch every single day and had the cutest freckles. Matthew, who had a heart of gold, was full of smiles. The sweet and shy Zoe, the best friend duo of Coleman and JC, and the adorable Ryan, who joined our classroom family later in the year. And I can't forget Garrett, who made it his life's mission to jump from behind doorways and corners just to scare me. I've had the privilege of watching so many of you grow into the people you are today. Through rec league softball and Abby's injuries. God, you really stressed me out, Abby. Some of you have even been guests in my home. I've coached some of you, and I've cheered all of you on at various athletic, band, art, and academic events. I have witnessed your celebrations and success, and I've grieved with you during your times of loss. Being able to teach at the school district and bring my daughter along has been such a gift. Some of you I've known for only a short time, but altogether, you make up a wonderful group of young adults. I still see many of you as those 5- and 6-year-olds, but as I look out on you today, I realize how fast time can go and that my kids have grown up. When I was graduating high school, it was 1994, and the biggest concern my classmates and I had faced was how we were going to handle Kurt Cobain's death. Netscape was the search engine of choice, Amazon was founded, and Nancy Kerrigan had gotten whacked on the knee by Tanya Harding's ex. Later that summer, we would be fixated on O.J. Simpson's white Bronco being pursued by the police. I know what you must be thinking. Oh my gosh, she is so old, but she looks so young. And you'd be right. But some of these themes are timeless, like perseverance, adapting to change, knowing your worth, and friends and family. You all have the unique experience of navigating your entire educational career with mostly the same people who were in your kindergarten class. No other schools feed into the middle school and none into the high school. I mean, you know your classmates. You've seen them scrape their knees at recess, lose their first teeth, all the way to getting their driver's license, sending off their college applications, getting jobs, and everything in between. That's pretty special. These people know you too. You are bonded by the years spent together, but also what you've gone through as a class. You are the first class to navigate a pandemic educational environment and world and do it successfully. You were able to accept the significant change in the rules of the world and adapt to them, persevere through all of it, and come out the other side to be sitting here today with your family and friends in attendance. What a year. As you look to the future, I encourage you to remember how you handled this past year. Know that you can adapt to any situation life throws at you, that you can stick with it and not give up, that no matter how dire it may look, you know you can make it because you made it through this uncertain time. To all of you, I offer this advice. Stay true to who you are, continue to learn, be a student of life, and remain open to others and their ideas. Don't be afraid of a new beginning. Don't shy away from new people, new energy, new surroundings. Embrace these new opportunities for happiness. This is a time to take chances. As you age, you become more fearful of change. But you have lived through a once-in-a-generation global crisis that was filled with change. You can do anything. Dream big, work hard, have fun, try new things. Find people who support you, challenge you, love you, and celebrate you. You will make mistakes, there is no avoiding them. But as long as you learn from them, you are failing forward. Find what inspires you and find purpose in what you do. Times will not always be financially secure, but when you have purpose, you have success. Whether your future plans involve getting a new job, going off to college, taking a gap year, going into the military, or something else, as long as you have an open heart, a strong work ethic, and an underlying philosophy of serving others before yourself, you will never go wrong. Be good to people. There is no better legacy than that. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
As a people, I feel that we often forget the sacrifices that our men and women in uniform make for all of us to live in the greatest nation on the earth. The class of 2021 would like to recognize those who will be entering the armed services of the United States of America. We have 4 seniors entering the armed services. When I call the student's name, I would ask the graduate and their parents to please stand and remain standing until all 4 have been recognized. Dimitri Hollingsworth, United States Marine Corps. Cheyenne Stiegel, United States Army National Guard. Sam Stokes, United States Navy. And Matthew Wells, United States Air Force. Please give them a round of applause.
Hello, friends and families. I have enjoyed these last 4 years watching you grow, and I'm very proud to stand here and brag about the accomplishments of the class of 2021. I would like the students who have taken part in the College Credit Plus program to please stand. This group of young men and women have had the opportunity to earn college credit while working towards their high school diploma. As a class, you have earned approximately 400 college credits. Congratulations, and please be seated. Next, I would like Kaylee Flora and her family to please stand. This young lady will not only have earned her high school diploma, but she will also have earned an associate's degree from Clark State Community College. Congratulations, Kaylee. And congratulations to those that supported her in this endeavor. Kaylee, we are very proud of this success, and congratulations. Students that have chosen to further their education through college or trade schools have earned almost $800,000 in local and college scholarships and grants through financial aid. Congratulations, students and families. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge what a hard-grouping group of young people we have sitting here before us. Through our Credit Flex programs and Ag Capstones, these students have completed and turned in numerous work hours from working on the farm and in local shops and industries. This group has attended school, one of which has had perfect attendance for 4 years. Sam Combs, please stand. That's 4 years of perfect attendance. This group of students has also dealt with, they've completed the course and coursework and have been employed for an estimated of 65,000 hours of work in addition to going to school and dealing with a pandemic. We are very proud, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Every year, the teachers of Triad High School nominate and then vote for a Most Improved Senior. This award is given to a senior who may have improved academically, had matured the most during their time at Triad High School, or was just a neat kid to have during their high school career. We had several good candidates this year. All of them impressed the staff as they worked their way to earn their right to sit in this gymnasium today. The following comments were made by the staff regarding the senior that received the most votes to be the most improved. Consistent improvement throughout his high school career. I didn't get to have the student in class since his sophomore year, but it seems like he had a more positive attitude this year than he ever did as a sophomore. He has shown maturity in his planning on going into the military. Student really struggled his freshman year. He would tell me he wanted to drop out, had a very negative attitude about everything, and had to be coaxed to complete any work. Since he has been on the honor roll most of the time, has participated in sports, worked to help clean and prepare the buildings over the summer, and has developed into a hardworking young man. I am so proud of the progress he has made. The student's growth from his freshman year to his senior year has been outstanding. As a freshman, he was still trying to find himself, but he has grown into a confident young man who cares about those around him. I no longer have him in class, but I have seen growth and independence from him. He's also had to overcome so much outside of school. He has matured into a fine young man since knowing him as a freshman year. Qualities that he has gained since his freshman year: responsibility, trusting, caring, and loyalty. And then finally, this is a student that came back to Triad that felt that the world was against him. He had the biggest chip on his shoulder and was angry. On top of that, he was struggling with credits. He recovered any credits he needed, passed all of his classes, got a job, and continued to do well, even in classes he may not have wanted to take. I am very proud of his accomplishments. The staff of Triad High School has selected as the most improved senior for the class of 2021 to be Dimitri Hollingsworth. Okay, at this time, the choir will perform.
Good afternoon. I ordered beautiful weather and it definitely happened, so at least we've got a little bit of breeze. So congratulations, class of 2021, and I'm going to right now recognize some students with honors. The following students have maintained a GPA of at least 3.0 to 3.459 during their 4-year career at Triad High School. As I read the names of each graduate in the category, I would like for them to stand and also for their parents to stand. Please remain standing until all students in this group have been recognized, and please hold your applause until all students and their parents have been recognized. Amory Armstrong, Drew Campbell, Sam Combs, Allie Cox, Vendolyn Culp, Cole Eagleston, Justin Hinkle, Batai Lease, Isaiah Leisure, Audra Millice, Jalen Knott, Addie Ross, and Rylan Smiles. You may be seated. Now the following students have maintained a GPA of at least 3.5 to 4.0 during their 4 years at Triad High School. Just like before, as I read their names, we'd like them to stand and their families. Please remain standing until all names in the group are recognized and hold your applause until the end. Holly Alvoyd, Trista Boggs, Wyatt Cave, Emma Dorn, Clinton Driscoll, Jalen Endicott, Kaylee Flora, Coleman Hauk, Taylor Holtzberry, Blake Kerrigan, Shelby Leemaster, Katie Levan, Franny Levan, Hannah McManaway, Cole Pond, Zane Robinson, Joni Russell, Jared Spores, Austin Zwitek, and Abby Walls. You may be seated. The next group of students makes up approximately the top 10% of the class of 2021. As I read your names, please come forward and receive the Triad Academic Honor Medal. Please hold your applause till all students have come forward. Kaylee Flora, Justin Hinkle, Katie Levan, Franny Levan, Cole Pond, Zane Robinson, Joni Russell, Rylan Smiles, and Abby Walls. Let's give them a round of applause. You may be seated. Next one. Each year, Triad High School gives special recognition to those students who rank #1 and #2 in GPAs. The salutatorians for the Triad High School class of 2021 are Kaylee Flora and Abby Walls. You can come on up. The valedictorians for the Triad High School class of 2021 are Katie Levan, Franny Levan, and Joni Russell.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. First off, I just want to say that Mrs. Campbell was completely right. It's very nerve-wracking, so if I mess up, don't laugh at me. I'm just going to try to get it over with. Okay, so thank you all for joining us in celebration on this beautiful but very hot day. First and foremost, I just want to start off by saying how grateful we are, and I'm sure you all are too, for, oh gosh, that we are here at this ceremony in person and without masks. Looking back even a few short weeks ago, we would have never imagined that we would have a normal graduation. So I think that in itself deserves a round of applause. God, I'm already sweating. Amongst all this gratitude are many well-deserved thank yous. As most of you probably know, this ceremony is usually held in the high school gym, with the exception of last year's. But we are obviously not in the gym this year, and there's an actual track in front of us, so we have some very big thank yous to give out. Thank you to the community and all of the faculty, administrators, sponsors, and those who built this new stadium for making this possible. In addition, we'd like to thank you all for making sure that the track was ready in time for today. I do wish it was about 10 degrees cooler out here and that these gowns were designed to be even the slightest bit breathable, but let's just say it's a good thing that I'm speaking from all the way down here. We would also like to thank all the teachers, friends, and family members that have helped us along the way. Many of us would not be out here if it were not for you guys. I would also like to give a shout out to all of Triad's, oh my gosh, Triad's faculty, from the lunch ladies and janitors to the principal and the superintendent, and everyone in between. Thank you for making the most out of our last year, given the circumstances. We appreciate you more than you know. At this point, I'd like to acknowledge the classmates, parents, grandparents, and any other special someone that is no longer here today. Just know that they may not be here physically, but they are watching over all of you right now with great pride, and they have been for every step of the way. With all of the thank yous and other necessities out of the way, it's time to talk about everyone's favorite topic, COVID. Just kidding. I think we have all heard enough about COVID to last a lifetime. but it's important to acknowledge how it has changed us as the class of 2021, aka the class that was still affected by COVID, but no one really cares at this point. Besides, as our parents, the school, and the government were consumed with the pandemic, the senior class was busy fighting the infamous illness senioritis. It always comes around towards the end of the school year, but despite our constant mask wearing, we found it to be spreading even faster and stronger than ever before. And as a patient myself, I could confidently and unfortunately say that there is no cure. After practically missing the last half of our junior year and the summer leading up to this year, it was hard to get back into the groove of normal school, or at least as normal as we could get. With the constant possibility of quarantine, sitting apart in classes and at lunch, not actually getting to see each other's faces because of the masks, wiping down desks before each class, getting temperature checks before school, and many other new changes were the cause of our lackluster interest in our last year of high school. And I found myself and many of my classmates counting down the days until this moment, just wishing time would go by faster. A common symptom of our class-wide case of senioritis was just going through the motions and simply not caring that graduation was approaching quickly as our high school careers were soon coming to an end. Senioritis had fogged all of our minds to the point where it was easier to dwell on the bad parts of school rather than appreciating the good ones. Sure, we probably won't care to think back to calculus class in 15 years. I know I won't. Sorry, Miss Scaris. But the memories of Friday night sporting events, prom, or even just laughing with the friends we made over at the elementary school all those years ago will stick with us forever. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, as many of us have been overwhelmed with preparing to head off to college, join the workforce, or join the military. But it's important to slow down and enjoy it. I'm sure we've all heard that the grass is greener on the other side, but it truly is green where you water it. Take time to appreciate the little things that make life worth living. Obviously, the more taxing parts of life are very important, but so is spending time with friends, having fun, and taking time to relax. Life is most definitely what you make of it, so try your best every day to make it better than yesterday. As I end my part in this speech, I wanted to share one of my favorite quotes. It reads, "You'd better slow down, don't dance so fast. Time is short, the music won't last. When you run so fast to get somewhere, you miss half the fun of getting there. When you worry and hurry through your day, it is like an unopened gift thrown away. Life is not a race, do take it slower, hear the music before the song is over." Even though our song here at Triad High School as the class of 2021 has come to its end, I hope that you all never stop listening for the music in life, as it truly is a beautiful thing.
Can I just say how amazing it is to see everyone's beautiful face? Wearing masks for the majority of the school year was really tough, but we did what we had to do. Despite the troubling times, the class of 2021 prevailed and made the most of it. We had a lot of laughs, good memories, senior auctions, singing on the stage, pranking the teachers, although I have no clue who did that. Hold on to those and cherish them. Let us not forget the amazing teachers we had along the way. They not only taught us their subjects, but also helped us build our character. May we have Miss T's patience, Mr. Cardinal's passion, and Mr. Mutter's positive attitude in our future endeavors. Because it is our teachers who helped us get to where we are today. So I would like to personally thank all of them for pushing us to be the best we can be. But our teachers could only do so much. It was up to us to put the work in, and here we are today. We must continue that work ethic in our futures. Someone once said, "Live with intention, be bold in the face of adversity, live the life you were destined for." Every individual here today is choosing a different path. You must stay focused. Don't compare yourself to others. You do you. Work hard in all you do, whether it be a career, college, military, or raising a family. As Joshua 1:9 tells us, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So I say, live every day, be strong. Hard times will come, but we must be courageous and carry on. The class of 2021 is optimistic, resilient, and ready for what's next. Thank you.
During these last 4 years, we seniors have received many words of advice and guidance. These words have come from our teachers, parents, older peers, and more. These people have spoken to us as students, as teenagers, as friends, but most importantly, as seniors. It seems that no matter who the speaker was or what stage of life we were in, the same advice was almost always given. Cherish this time because it will be gone before you know it. Whether we were talking about sports, marching band, friendships, cafeteria cookies, or simply high school in general, this statement always seemed to find its way back to us. And it's true. It's 100% true. Time is a thief. It's like you start high school and you're filled with nerves, excitement, and expectations, and then in the blink of an eye, you're halfway done with freshman year, and being in a new building isn't so weird or scary anymore. The most frustrating part about this concept is that the more you realize and acknowledge it, the faster it occurs. Sometimes it's hard to slow down and enjoy life. We get so caught up in school, sports, work, and other things that we forget just how lucky we are to be here and to have something that is normal. Thankfully and unthankfully, the COVID-19 pandemic caused each of our lives to basically be put on pause. It forced us to slow down and to focus on what we believed truly mattered. This past year has caused our class to connect on a much deeper level than ever before, and the three of us can confidently say that we would have rather grown up with no other set of students. As cliche as it sounds, this year, instead of counting the days, we are making the days count. We have shared many memories together, from field days with our elementary teachers to pie days in middle school and senior auctions in high school. During these moments, we have watched each other grow, change, and mature. Sadly, this time and these moments that we have spent together, whether it was for 2 years, 6 years, or 13 years, are quickly coming to an end. In the same token, our normal lives are also hopefully slowly returning. This summer signals the end of an era that we have known for so long and the beginning of a new one. Some of us will be traveling to college and studying different topics of interest, while others of us will be diving into the workforce. It is important to remember, no matter what your future holds, the time does not stop. It will not slow down, and it will not be paused, so live in the now. Soak in the smiles and the laughs that you share with family and friends. Learn, but don't dwell on the mistakes and errors that you make, and most importantly, do what you want to do. There is no rule book to life. It becomes what you make of it, so make it what you want. Travel, take risks, and don't settle. Life does not happen to you, it happens for you. You are literally the main character of your own life, so act like it. Don't be a background character, be the main focus, and prioritize yourself, because this is the only chance you get. This class may not be a part of your class after high school, but the lessons learned will. Use these lessons to create and enjoy the life that you desire. After today, we each have a fresh new start. We have a new beginning that could lead anywhere, so use this to your advantage. Treat your life the way Kenny Chesney describes in his famous song, Don't Blink. When your hourglass runs out of sand, you can't flip it over and start again. Take every breath God gives you for what it's worth, and most importantly, don't blink. Life will pass you by in the blink of an eye, so make the most of it each and every day. It has been a blessing and an honor to grow and learn alongside you all, and we cannot wait to see where this next journey takes us. Thank you.
It's ironic that my closing remarks for this class is kind of along the lines of the valedictorians. Graduates, COVID has dramatically altered how we lived our lives these past 14 months. We have seen the best and the worst in people. We have seen essential workers in many areas, from grocery stores to hospitals, make personal sacrifices to do their jobs every day. But we have also seen people hoarding items such as toilet paper, hand sanitizer, cleaning supplies, and then trying to make a profit from selling those items. All of us have made sacrifices and had to make changes to our daily lives to make it through this pandemic. COVID has also helped many of us realize that the simple things we used to take for granted are the most important things in our lives. Whether it's seeing family members, being grateful for our health, kids having social interaction at school and elsewhere, being able to purchase items we need, or being able to schedule a medical appointment in a timely manner. These little things are the things that we used to take for granted, but no more. My parting advice to the class of 2021 is this: you will get busy with life, from work to continued education, to having a family, to maintaining a place to live, and much more will make the years of your life fly by. Just remember that while life is happening, don't forget to live. Enjoy that sunrise or sunset. Enjoy that vacation. Enjoy a quiet morning with a cup of coffee. Enjoy the time with your family. Enjoy your hobbies. Enjoy being you and what makes you special, because there is only one you, and you are the only person that can make yourself happy. So at this time, I would like to ask Mr. Milleyes, the president of the Triad Board of Education, and the superintendent to come forward. As the principal of Triad High School, I hereby certify that each member of the class of 2021 has met or surpassed all of the requirements duly set forth by the Triad Board of Education. They have met the criteria for one of the pathways to graduation and have completed all other requirements as established by the Ohio Department of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to present to you Triad High School's class of 2021. James Craig Alexander. Holly Kate Alvoyd. Amory Lillianne Armstrong. Aaliyah Nicole Ader. Bradley Gage Bilecki. Trista Renee Boggs. Blake Wayne Boldman. Mackenzie Faith Brodigan. Tyler Edwin John Brust. Devin Thomas Butts. Drew Allen Campbell. Madeline Grace Campbell. Wyatt Patrick Cave. Samuel Lee Combs. Allison Marie Cox. Cameron Isaiah Crabtree. Vindelin Marie Colt. Emma Grace Dorn. Clinton James Medina Driscoll. Cole Landon Eggleston. Jalen Monique Endicott. Kaylee Alana Flora. Emma Carol Gregg. Chloe Justine Grisey. Jared Paul Grissom. Ryan Justin Gross. Coleman Micaiah Hauk. Levi Jacob Holman. Tabitha Nicole Henry. Nicholas Miguel Hernandez. Dylan Matthew Holler. Dimitri Shane Hollingsworth. Taylor Madison Holtzberry. Mason Douglas Johnson. Haley May Judy. Blake Christopher Kerrigan. Batai Marcus Lease. Isaiah Austin Leisure. Shelby Alyssa Leemaster. Mary Catherine Rose Levan. Mary Frances Rose Levan. Xavier William Allen Loudermilk. Rodney Eugene Lowe. Allison Jane Madison. Tyler William Thomas Markin. Hannah Malin McManaway. Hannah Shalee Miller. And Landon Michael Miller. Audra Elise Milleyes. Jalen Robert Knott. Zachary Stephen Orhood. Cole James Pond. Cameron Maurice Randall. Jared Randall Roush. Jacob Robert Reed. Matthew Gregory Richards. Thaddeus Zane Robinson. James Edward Rogers. Addison Lee Ross. Joni Marie Russell. Brooklyn Nicole Saunders. Jacob Virgil Schuchard. Ryland Zachary Smiles. Taylor Lynn Smith. Corey Andrew Lewis Spain. Jared Christopher Spores. Cheyenne Lee Stiegel. Samuel Thomas Stokes. Vivian Ashley Stout. Austin James Switek. Garrett Walker Talbot. Anthony Wayne Triplett. Abigail Noel Walls. Jacob Matthew Warner. Mason David Webb. Alexander Grayson Wells. Matthew Samuel Wells. Okay, at this time, all seniors, please stand. Mr. Eggleston, will you make your way to the front?